Here with Dave Moss, suspension tuner extraordinaire. We are going to do suspension setup on the Gen 4 Super Duke. And I'll just keep this
going to be interesting. How many miles are on it?
600.
Okay, and your current weight?
Are you sure? Don't tell anyone. 190.
190. Okay. All right. Is it stock motor at this point, or have you tuned it?
Tuned.
Okay. What's the horsepower gain?
About 10, 15 horsepower.
So nominal.
Yeah, but a lot of torque.
Okay. Take a seat.
All right.
Yeah. So we do want it. The front's 110 mil.
Okay.
What mode are we in? And what setting?
I'm going to put it to suspension mode Pro 1, which gives us all the suspension adjustments independently.
Okay, so tell the camera what you have currently while I measure the back.
Okay. So I am going to change the camera angle. So I will be in this suspension Pro mode 1. Here's some settings I put in, which I'm sure Dave will fix. In the meantime.
Right. So on the back, we have no static sag at all, 0. And you measure out at 32 millimeters currently. So can we reduce preload in the rear shock?
Yes.
All right, so what are we starting at?
60%. Right.
Let's go ahead and drop that to 30%. Now when you drop it here, do you have to start the engine to capture it, or does it turn off?
Do you feel it moving?
No.
And I get started.
Okay. There we go. So, note to viewers, you can't change the settings without having the motor running. There's our static sag. So your minimum percentage on the rear shock is going to be 30%, minimum. You could probably get away with 20 if you're lighter, so 150 pounds or less, you want maybe 10% to give you the static sag you're looking for. Go ahead, remount. So that now gives you 38 millimeters of sag with you on the bike at 30% shock. All right, what have we got for damping the shock?
Those are my settings.
So fork.
So softer on the fork. Compression.
Okay, so let's work. We stay on the shock. Shock compression low. Shock rebound is
10 minimum. Oh, sorry. 10 is right in the middle. It goes 0 through 20.
Oh, okay. There we go. All right. So, compression is too soft, so bring it up. 5 points.
Shock. Compression high or low?
Are we in high now?
High speed or low speed?
Oh, low speed.
Low speed. Bring it. Now we're in middle. Bring it up.
Up.
So stiffen it.
15 out of 20. We'll let it take, and then rebound on the shock is pretty much non-existent.
Okay.
So shock rebound is 10. Let's put that to 17 of 20. Okay.
Okay.
Much more controlled. So your damping in the rear is going to be 12 to 15 your weight. Obviously somebody lighter is going to be a lot less. Alright, so on the front, no rebound at all. And little compression. So what do we have for shock fork rebound? Are we at 10 again?
I'll tell you. Fork rebounds in 10, right in the middle.
All right, so let's put it to 17. Done? Too much. 15. Better. Much better. Okay, and then compression. Are we at 10 again?
We're 5. I made it soft.
Oh, it's really soft. So let's go to 9. said you have high-speed compression?
Yes, so we have shock high speed, shock low speed compression.
Okay, what's high speed set at?
8.
Stay then.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead, set it at 14. I want to see if it works. No. High speed is that sharp whack. Go to 20. Big change.
Big change.
18. Much more control at 18. 16. Nothing. So 17 to 20 is where the high speed is going to work the best on really bad bumpy roads.
Okay.
So as you don't usually ride all of those, I start at 14. Okay.
Okay, that's it.
For what we can figure out for now, in looking at the range of what's available, and what we can see from the range of what's available and the way that it's working, some work towards the end, like rebound, so you'll be 14 to 20. Some of the compressor stuff you can work from 7 to 15. So you've got to, it's dependent on the amount of tension on the spring, especially in the rear. The tighter you run it, the more rebound you need to counteract the bounce. Overall, it's going to really depend, honestly, on the speed you run on the roads you run. The bumpier roads, you're going to have to open the rebound up and run smaller numbers because you want the tire on the ground. Otherwise, it's going to chatter and cut across the corner. But smooth roads, you'll need a little more rebound to keep the bike more stable because you'll be flicking right, left, and you don't want it coming up and over. You want it to sideways, side to side. So given where we're at, that will be a good initial setting. So it need a good Berryessa run because there's a good mix of smooth pavement to the dam and shitty pavement getting to Turtle Rock.
And rumor has it we're going to compare the 1290 Super Duke and the 1390
Yeah,
Super Duke.
you and I will go do that.
Excellent.
We will go actually have a lot of fun trying to figure that out.
That'd be awesome.
But what's your tire pressure?
36 in the front, 38 in the back.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's going to be high with a very soft carcass tire. So for when we do the test, let's try 34 even.
Okay.
How much more torque did you get with the remat? Another
Down.
30?
About 15 foot-pounds.
15.
10 foot-pounds in some places,
Okay.
yeah.
So at that point, with a soft carcass tire, it's going
It'll
to
flex.
make it work harder and
Right.
make it flex more. So you might need, on a softer carcass tire like these, actually 2 more in the rear to cope with that additional torque. That will make a lot more sense. Okay.
Okay.
So at this point, we've got what looks like a baseline, which we'll need to confirm when we go on the test ride before we start the test ride. All right.
Got it. Thank you, Dave.
You're welcome.
Say hi to the Super Duke forum.
Greetings.